So, a couple of things that folks often struggle with when working on playing chord changes and making melodic solos is, first of all, knowing the chords well enough that they don't always have to reference the root to play various places within the chords, and also making those good melodic connections. So I've got a couple of quick exercises I'm going to show you, and we're going to just use the first 8 bars of All the Things You Are, which is what I was just playing a moment ago. I just played the first 8 bars, and I was trying to create a melodic solo. So anyway, with our exercises, we're going to just assume that you know your arpeggios up and down, so we want to, and in fact, before you begin these exercises, just take a moment and review the arpeggios up and down, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 over the A section. So there, I just played the arpeggios for you. Now, the first exercise we're going to do is really as simple as playing 3, 5, 8 on each arpeggio. So on G minor 7, we'll play 3, which is B flat, 5, which is D, and 8, which is obviously G. Now let's move to the third of the C minor 7 chord, and we want to go to the closest third to that G that we just played. So I'm going to play the E flat, which is the third on the C minor 7 chord, and I'm going to follow that with G and C. That's 5 and 8 on the C minor chord. Now, since we played B flat, D, G up here, I'm going to play the E flat here, and then I'm going to reach down to the low G. Now I want to go to the closest third on the F7 chord, so the third is A. So rather than playing high A, I'm just going to go to the A that's right in proximity to the C that I just played. And I'm going to play 3, 5, 8, A, C, F. So from the beginning, and I don't have this written down right now. I'll probably write it down for you guys after I play it. But so what I've done so far, and you notice the rhythm. I'm trying to play it in time. So our tempo: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now on to the B flat major 7 chord. So the D is the third. I might play, how about if I play the D followed by the low 5, which would be the low F. Now I'm on to the E flat major chord. I'm thinking in my mind 3, 5, 8, that's G, B flat, E flat. The A7 chord, I'm trying to think to the third without having to reference the A. So the third is C sharp to the 5, which is E, to the A, which is 8. And then we're up to the D major chord, 3, 5, 8. So you notice sometimes I'm doing like an octave displacement, which means rather than 3, 5, 8, 3, 5, 8, I might do 3, 5, 8. So I'm octave displacing down to the 5. I love the octave displacement sounds. Now, when and I don't know if I'm going to remember exactly what I played a moment ago, but let me play through those 8 bars for you one more time in time with this 3, 5, 8 approach. 1, 2, 3. Now you notice that my rhythm is a little bit organic. I'm not just playing bom, 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 bom. Sometimes bob, doo, da. da, do, da, ba, boo, da. You know, so I'm playing with an organic kind of rhythm, which makes it sound almost improvised, you know, and it really is improvised to a certain extent. We're improvising the rhythm. We're improvising where we place the five, you know. So if I'm placing it down lower, then the displacement, you know. So we've got a little bit of an improvised feel. Now we can continue with this exercise by playing 3, 5, 8, 7 on each chord. Now, since we put the 3 on each subsequent chord from wherever we happen to be, we put the 3 close at hand, then that 7 is going to provide us with a good, in many cases, guide tone connection. 3, 5, 8, 7, 3, 5, 8, 7, which is your melodic connection. So we're getting out of root position and we're making melodic connections. So 3, 5, 8, 7 on G minor, that would be B flat, D, G, F. So it took me right to that E flat on the C minor chord. So I played 3, 5, 8, 7 to the 3 on the F7, and so I'm up to the 3 on the F7, A, C, F, E flat's the 7. It'll carry me forward right towards that D natural, which is the 3rd on the B flat major chord. Pretty neat sounding exercise. Listen as I play all the way through those 8 bars again. 3, 5, 8, 7, 3, 5, 8, 7. And 1, 2, 3. Man, I just love the sound of that exercise. It works so well on this chord progression and on so many other tunes. So it also serves as a great launching point for other improvisation components of vocabulary like the flat 9, lower neighbor tones, all kinds of things. And I've got a lesson series at my website, beginningsax.com, called One Exercise, All Chords. So if you go to beginningsax.com, go to the Jazz Improv Lessons page, you'll be able to find One Exercise, All Chords, and it takes you through a lot of variations on this exercise and other tunes even. So I'm Randy Hunter. Again, I've got beginningsax.com where you'll find all my jazz improv lessons on the Jazz Improv Lessons page. I've also got a subscription site, randyhunterjazz.vhx.tv, where you can subscribe full access to all of my lessons on a monthly basis. And while you're here, I hope you'll reach down and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up on all of my videos, all of my YouTube videos, and you know, just little samples from my lessons as well.